High stress lifestyle.
We are back. Hello and welcome to
We're
Crabby
back,
D&D.
motherfuckers.
I am here with my players, Ellie.
Hi.
Kirv.
Baba.
Mortar.
Ah.
And Vinny.
Meh.
You are,
Welcome to the bit.
Yep, they're all making noises and stimming today, so that's okay. We are missing. They're missing their dad, Romulus. He has been predisposed. We don't know what's going on, but hopefully it's a good goings on. Yeah. All right. Let's get into it. I mean, we're not in any dangerous situations at all, so it's okay. So.
You don't know.
Oh
I think he does.
If I don't know,
think
then we're all
everyone
screwed.
does.
I was about to say, out of everybody who should know, he is the one who should know.
I don't know, we're all screwed.
It's
So-
like, I don't know, man.
Hello all, welcome to the table once again. Last session our party of adventurers, Beau, Ellie, Carvern, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus and Vinny, stepped back into their shoes after some time off, and began the workings of a plan to protect Vinny's mother, Carol. After meeting with an old friend, Ellie and Mortar began heading towards the High Arbiters under escort, while the rest of you were busy teaching Carol how to defend herself. And I think that is where we shall return first. So, as
I forgot about that.
Romulus is busy teaching Carol some more self-defense moves to kind of keep her, to make sure that if anything does go wrong, at least she might be able to protect herself for enough time before you can all step in when needed. As Romulus is helping with that, Kirv and Vinny, you have a moment, or if there's anything that in particular that you would like to do, then now's the chance.
We're both still at the house, I believe, yeah?
Yes.
I think if probably like a couple steps away from what's going on with the teaching Vinny's mum self-defense,
Mm-hmm.
sort of preferably a little out of earshot, I think Kirv turns to Vinny and says, "Your mum's very different to my mum."
In a good way or a bad way? I know you and your mum don't have the easiest relationship, but
Your mum's gentle?
that's true. I mean, she can be firm when she needs to be.
Oh, I can see that. And gestures to
Mm.
To Romulus.
Just a Romulus getting like suplexed.
yeah.
Romulus-shaped dent in the floor, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Massive furry thumbs up comes from the ground. It's like, again. Sorry.
I know.
I mean, if I'd come back to my family and I turned to my mum and said, I might have gotten into a situation where someone's trying to kill you, I don't think she'd be reacting like this.
Well, that's fair. To be completely honest with you, I'm a little surprised to see Mum acting quite like this. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I expected, but
She seems able to adapt. That's a very good trait.
Well, she's had to, I suppose.
Had to?
Oh.
Like, previously?
Well, my dad was a sailor. Presumably still is? I actually don't know. He, fell afoul of the law and disappeared.
He abandoned you guys?
They found out he was smuggling and he ran for his life. I have no idea what his motivation was or why he was even doing it.
Were you guys low on money?
Not that I knew, but I was young at the time. After that, of course, it was difficult for her to keep work, not with it being public knowledge what he'd done, so that's why I moved out, tried to figure out how I could make some money however was possible.
And she's been alone? Here?
It's not always been easy to come and visit, but I probably should have made more of an effort.
I imagine she's rather proud that you've made something of yourself.
I'd like to think so. I don't know how impressed she'd be by the particulars of what we do. Although,
Why wouldn't she be?
in fairness, recently we've been doing more saving the world than stealing, so...
Oh, we did kill a guy. That's frowned upon, I suppose. It was an accident, though. Do you think you should tell her that? It was an accident.
It was an accident, and he did have it coming, but all the same,
Yes.
I wasn't going to bring it up unless we have to.
An accident with intent.
Yeah.
I suppose that's fair. You're not really lying if you don't say anything.
It'll be in the news soon enough anyway. She might put two and two together. I'll figure out how I'm going to talk to her about that. For now, I just want to focus on keeping her safe. I'm happy to hear about her teaching, since she hasn't had much of a chance to use her skills recently. Us keeping her safe and keeping a watch over her is going to interfere with that, so I'd like to sort this out as quickly as possible.
And we'll do our best.
Thank you, Kirv.
No problem. Family, I get it.
Yeah.
I think Kirv gives Vinny a awkward sort of pat on the shoulder.
When this is all over and we have a little more freedom, you are going to introduce us to yours, I hope.
Oh, you... I don't think you'd want that.
After all you've said about them, they sound very interesting.
Ooh. Interesting. Yes. We'll see. We'll
Well,
see.
You should, at the very least, introduce them to Mortar. Not saying right away, but
I think I'll try and protect him from that for as long as I can. But
Well,
I hear you.
Do whatever you think is best. You would know better than me. It's not that I've ever met them.
They're not bad people. They're just... I don't know. Getting to know all of you guys, it changes perspective, I guess. I suppose it's easier to be a better self when you're not in hell, right?
I guess so.
This realm isn't all it's cracked up to be either, huh?
No.
I like grass, though. Grass is cool.
Grass is good. Hadn't really occurred to me that we might someday go somewhere where that doesn't exist.
Well, appreciate it. What are Romulus and what's Romulus teaching Vinny's mum now?
You see that there is a pause as Romulus has gone to get some drinks, and you can see that Carol has just kind of been watching the end of your conversation.
Like a hawk.
Well, I rolled for when you patted Vinny on the shoulder, and she rolled a high enough perception that she now gets that you two probably aren't dating. Doesn't mean she's not shipping
That's
the
a
two of
relief.
you, but
To be fair, after that conversation, I'm also shipping you guys as well. To be fair, that was nice. That was a nice conversation.
Same.
I enjoyed it.
Same.
Yeah.
well, as you see this, you can see that Beau's kind of sat over in one corner. He hasn't touched a cigarette this whole time. But he has been kind of having a bit more of the liquor, but he is just sat in one of the chairs.
Liquor, I hardly know her.
Looking.
Hey.
You
Thank you.
4 points of psychic
No.
damage.
No.
As he's just seen, like, looking out the window and just kind of being not necessarily isolated, but not interacting as much.
Sorry, was this Beau you said?
Yeah. Yeah. You can see Carvern's nearby, but she's also not saying all that much. She's just kind of sat there, Warhammer, just almost looking around quizzically at this place, kind of going from the really harsh environments of a necessary murder to I'm sat in someone's house having tea and biscuits while awaiting a threat
To like a
that
really
may never
nice
happen.
house.
Yeah, it's just such a everything's been twisted on its head, and they both seem a little bit put out by it.
I think Kirv murmurs to Vinny. Is it just me or does Beau seem off?
Possibly. Hard to tell. We'll need to get to work soon. We'll see if he snaps out of it then. If not, I'll...
Let the old boy out to pasture.
We'll talk to him. Speaking
Fucking hell.
of Chris, a while ago, Vinny and Cassius in the old group were working for Lord Trustin briefly.
Yeah.
It only just occurred to me that with Trustin and Cassius both being attached to the Sons of Silver in some capacity, that event might have actually been quite significant. How much would I necessarily remember about it?
Oh shit, yeah.
Which event specifically?
From when we were under his employment.
Right. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a history check, if you please.
Certainly. There we go. 17.
17. Thinking back and the order of the operations and how everything fell into place, your work for Lord Trustin was work that you did about a year or two ago. You worked for him, completed many menial jobs, went on a kind of a guarding a caravan that otherwise led northward, heading towards, if I remember, I think it's the Menagerie Ridge. Yes, heading towards Menagerie Ridge, which is next to Valadoon. It's the first major city outside of it. On your arrival there, you otherwise received your pay, dropped in, you otherwise wrote a letter to your mother at that point, proceeded to go about the events as you remember, and shortly after met with the contact where everything goes dark about the memories, about the person who, from the perspective of what you've recently discovered, seems to be someone from the Sons of Silver who hired you all at that point. It can't have been a coincidence that Lord Trustin sent you on a specific mission to a specific place, and then you meet a very specific contact which starts all these events together. Of course, it could just be coincidence. Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, hello. Would
Okay.
I remember, or would I have ever known even what exactly we were delivering?
No, you were not aware. That was for Cassius to know. He was told what was in the cargo, and he said it was nothing important.
Am I right to walk up to Vinny's mum?
Yeah.
Hi, Mrs. Vinny's mother. How are you?
Please just
holding
call
up?
me Carol.
Carol?
Yes, I'm doing okay.
Carol, like singing?
Yes.
Did you choose that name?
It's the one I was given when I was younger.
It's nice. Good. Sweet? I'm not
Thank you.
sure what the best word here is.
And how are you holding up, dear?
Oh, well, nothing's really happened to me. I'm alright.
You all seem a bit shaken by something. You're all very wary and on edge, and I can only imagine it's because of what's happened.
Yes. It's not for me to say everything. Things didn't go to plan. One of us got very hurt.
I'm guessing that was big guy. Looks to Romulus. The rest of you all seemed fairly unscathed when you arrived here.
I think right now there's sort of a part of Kirv that wants to just say everything to this very sort of kind, lovely woman. And half of Kirv is sort of trying to hold back. But there's sort of a draw to when you're talking to someone that you know you very possibly will never meet again. I think she's sort of fidgety, scratching her arm a bit, sort of just trying to decide. Or the Mortar, the guy who was keeping an eye on the back door. He
The one who went out with your
we
friend?
lost him for. Yes, we lost him for a little bit there.
Oh. But he seems okay.
Magic. What are you gonna do?
Oh, one of your
young
groups
girl.
powerful enough to bring someone back.
The young girl, she's extraordinarily talented.
I'd say
Scarily
so,
so.
yeah. And who?
So he's back, and it's fine, and we're all okay, and it's fine. So you don't need to worry.
Make
No
me a
need to
deception
worry.
check.
I was about to say. Damn.
That's a 17.
I mean, Vinny's mum's got to have a passive insight of at least 50. Let's be real.
She gives you a knowing look
Mhm.
that not everything's fine. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Command first. Like,
Feeble mind.
oh, that's like 30.
30.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my word. Yes, Kirv.
So, as you say,
Oh no,
these...
sorry, technically a little bit lower than that, but it's like 25. So
Okay.
sorry.
Damn. Sorry, fail by 1.
As you say these things, there is a knowing look from her that very much I know you're lying. Why don't you tell me the truth? And as that knowing look hits, kind of the look of a parent, something that you've seen before from your own parents, there's almost that reminder of where you come from, the reminder of everything that's led to and where you are now. And you feel like you just want to say everything. But then there is pause enough and control enough that you don't.
Mm-hmm.
There is a moment where your mouth opens, kind of closes again, and you look at her and otherwise... Smile would be the wrong word. You show a face of stoicness in the difficult times that have taken place.
Hmm.
And you get the sense she's not going to pry, but she is there if you want to talk.
Mm-hmm. I think Kirv is going to slightly change tactics. He's going to take the light a bit off herself and sort of redirect it towards Carol. You clearly care about Vinny a lot.
Of course, he's my son.
You've been very welcoming to all of us.
Well, you're his friends. That matters. It's good to see that he's found company that he can be happy with, and he can feel comfortable around. I know it's not always been easy for him, so it's good. And you all seem like nice enough people.
There's a sinking feeling in Kirv's stomach there on that one. Well, we could be very awful people, and you just let us into your home.
Yes, and if you were awful people, then you have a good taste for tea and biscuits and having my son around each of you, who's a very good judge of character. And, I mean, so many of you have taken action to help me. I don't think I need to worry about what each of you might have going on, because I trust each of you. Because Vinny does.
How do you manage it? The positive outlook, the trust, the kindness, the compassion.
I suppose when you're as old as I am, there's nothing to lose anymore. And
You don't seem that old.
everyone needs... That's very sweet.
The Riz begins.
That's very sweet, but I am old. And I know it. And I know that I've lived a good life. And I'm glad I got to see Vinny again. And that if I were to die suddenly, then... Well, Vinny knows that I've led a good life. And I've ended it happy.
I think Kirv puts a hand on hers.
Mm-hmm.
We're not letting that happen to you.
Oh, I meant of old age, hun. Not being killed.
Oh, and she takes her hand away again.
I'd rather not. I'd
Right.
rather not die by somebody else's hand, but I am.
I love it.
You can see there is like this
I
sudden
fucking love it.
shift dynamic of the whole conversation with that. Well,
I don't think I've ever met anyone who died of old age.
Oh my word.
well, you are quite young, and is there anyone who you used to know but haven't spoken to in a long time?
You think they're dead?
Maybe, if they were old.
They're on the farm.
If they were old.
No fertilizer.
Yeah.
No one that could have been older than 200.
There's almost a distancing stare, and it's like, where are you from, dear?
I think it's for the best I don't tell you that.
Well, if people are living to 200 where you're from, there must be something in the water. Maybe it'll be worth a visit.
There are things in the water, but nothing you want you should worry yourself about, okay?
Okay.
There's things in the water.
They're dead people.
Just when you thought it was safe to get back in the water.
There's another dead guy.
There's another dead guy.
Well, thank you for this talk. It has been helpful.
Romulus is just standing there with like 2 glasses, and he's like, I wish I had a third hand. As he's just like holding 2 glasses of water, little slices of lemon in each.
Oh,
I was really hoping you were going to say he was holding out like 2 boxing gloves. And you just like,
Oh.
okay, we're going to move on to MMA.
No, but he passes.
Kirv walks over and takes one of the glasses and walks off.
Not for you.
What do you
These-
mean?
Oh my
These
word.
for Carol.
Both of them?
One for me.
Then I can have the one for you.
No. As he just lifts it higher than you. He passes Carol hands.
Chris,
Just takes a
Oh.
Chris,
sip.
Harlan would be proud. Harlan would be proud.
I put a slice of lemon in each to make it to give it a bit of pizzazz, and also refresh a little bit. There's a little bit of sugar at the bottom as well to make it a bit more sweet. This
You think
isn't
I can't do
Romulus's voice,
pizzazz?
but oh well.
You think pizzazz is beyond me? I can do pizzazz.
You know nothing of the pizzazz.
Show me pizzazz then. And he puts his hands up in like a boxing posture.
Fucking hell. Oh
Cool.
yeah, let's go.
Load up Romulus's
Man, I wish
character.
paladins
I
could
allowed-
divine smite on their fists.
Am I allowed to hurt Romulus in this moment?
If you want to, just know that if a combat does start, he will be starting with less health, and he will ask where that came from.
Yeah.
Besides,
Is
I don't
Kirv going to
reckon
turn
you
down a
curve
challenge
back.
like that?
I want to show
Hey, I mean,
pizzazz
you
so
don't
bad.
know.
You want athletics?
Live a little, come on.
Athletics, what are you suggesting?
No, this is me suggesting that you do contested athletics checks for the fighting.
Okay. I'll try and
Oh, no.
take a shot to his belly.
Okay.
Oh no!
He would roll with advantage, but he does have 1 point of exhaustion still. Okay,
Mhm.
you've got to
And
beat a
he's not raging,
25.
right?
Oh. Is that
There's no
all?
way Romulus is raging in this house.
No, he's not. No, he gets
Okay,
advantage
cool.
because he gets advantage because he's one size
Oh, he
larger
gets
as a
advantage
Minotaur.
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. No.
That's a nat 20.
Yes! Let's fucking go!
Okay. In this moment, as he does
Oh!
Fucking knows pizzazz.
this, Kirv punches him in
Oh,
the
my
gut.
word, the possess.
You punch him in the gut. You watch as he kind of leans over and goes, "Respectable. I'll get you a glass." He goes and goes back to the kitchen to prepare you a drink.
Oh, no need. And she picks up Romulus's glass.
Right then. And he wanders back to the kitchen.
Oh, that goes so hard. That's so cool.
I have to tell Harlan to review
Oh, I
this
love that.
bit to know what Kirv has done.
Oh,
He doesn't need to know.
he needs to know.
He'll hold it
Yeah.
against me.
He needs
Yes,
to.
he will, and
Yeah,
it's going
he
to be
will.
great.
What's
Oh,
the
I
man,
can't
that
wait for the replay.
Rain, well played. Well
Thank you.
fucking played.
Thank
What's your
you.
strength, by the way?
Holy shit.
Kirv?
Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 1.
Okay, so Romulus takes a single point of damage.
Okay.
So
I
that
think
when
we
he
can
comes
survive
back, he'll be like, "Why have I taken 1 point of damage?
that.
Who of these noodle-armed fellows was weak enough to punch me?"
Hey, as someone with noodle arms, right? That's offensive.
Use your feet.
Get good.
Yeah.
Okay. While this is going on, while this is taking place, we will return to Ellie and Mortar. The two of you wandering through
Good shit, guys.
wandering through the street. There is a little bit of hustle and bustle. There are people who, instead of seeing you and then walking away, they're seeing you and then watching. And you can see that the two guards that are otherwise escorting you, one of them's just kind of almost nodding to people as he goes past, seemingly a gesture of everything is fine, as they are wandering towards what looks to be a large tower that is near the center of town. Kind of on up on the cliffs, could be mistaken for a lighthouse at first, but near the edge of Hammerwind you can see that there is this kind of where, I guess because you didn't see it from the outside, Ellie, you'd be the only one who'd really know this. And Vinny as well, because you used to live here. Hammerwind is enclosed in basically a recess between two cliffs. So you have a large cliff line on the east and the west of Hammerwind itself, where the land otherwise sinks down to approach the water level, and the city has been built on that ramp. I believe is it Rio that's very much like that? The city?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I struggle knowing anything about this country, yet alone others.
That's fair. Yeah, it's like Rio. So Rio is basically, it's got a series of like high cliffs and areas nearby to it, and then the city is otherwise in a basin that's at water level. And on one of these nearby cliffs, you can see that there is a large tower, which as you kind of approach the base of it, you can see that there is almost this garrison at the bottom, where there are troops training, and the majority of them are Minotaurs here. You can see there are a few others in amongst them. A few various sea elves and Triton folk, or water folk of origin, and they're otherwise just training, as it were. Almost not necessarily a display, but simple maneuvers. Things like a spear thrust. Others seem to be sparring one-on-one with training weapons. And you can see that there are quartermasters otherwise overseeing all of this, along with various captains, marshals. And as you do enter, a few of them do kind of note the attention of your group as you're led led into the base of the structure itself. As you arrive at the base of this grand tower, kind of the grey stone, very much almost sparkling slightly, almost like quartz in the light as it is getting to like the late evening and the sun is setting. You head inside, the guards escorting you in, and as you get to the base, you can see that there is a single desk in the center of a large circular chamber with a Minotaur behind it who is currently busy tapping on a typewriter. And as you approach, you can see that there is a single line of what look to be 3 other Minotaurs, and they're each kind of dropping off bits of paper, and she's kind of making notations down, takes the piece of paper, the next one moves on, and kind of gestures to a nearby archway, which you can see is slightly aglow with a little bit of magic. As you approach, the guards otherwise go, "Got 2 individuals here to otherwise meet with the High Arbiter." "He's not seeing anyone without an appointment so far," and she hasn't looked up from the typewriter. "If you would like to speak to the High Arbiter, please leave a notation or complaint, or..." And as she looks up... "Or..." Who exactly are these individuals?
Yo.
Well, we got Ellie Fleethoof, yes, that Fleethoof, of Soul's Respite, and we have Mortar of somewhere.
Just Mortar is fine.
Just Mortar. They're looking to talk to the High Arbiter because there's potentially something going on in the city that they want to discuss with him. I'll let him know. And you see she reaches for this small stone and kind of taps it and speaks into it. High Arbiter, we have some individuals of important note here to see you. I'll send them up to your waiting room. It is Ellie Fleethoof. Yes, that Fleethoof. And puts the stone down and goes, please enter through the archway on your left. And
Okay,
the 2 who
thank
are
you.
escorting you just kind of nod, and one of them just kind of gives a thumbs up. Their attitude seems to have changed very much, going from the very serious, this monstrous and dangerous individuals in town to, oh yeah, these people are just important.
Just like look back at that. Thank you for that. You too.
You're welcome. We'll wait around here until you get back in case you need to go anywhere else around town.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks. Okay.
They
Now
go.
I'll go to the arch.
As you head to the arch, Mortar, are you heading with?
Yeah. This is a very kind of out of his depth kind of place, because this seems very official, very formal.
Oh yeah.
So Mortar is just there more as not necessarily backup, but just to be there and I guess support, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he will follow.
Okay. As head in. Okay, I need to find my extra details on this. Where is it?
I think Mortar will kind of, as we're walking wherever we're going, he'll just kind of whisper to Ellie. He'll be like, "So do you know much about this guy, this Arbiter? Like, he's some big shot, right?"
He'll be the one that governs and oversees this area.
Right.
And
Right.
have I met him, Chris? I don't think I have.
You have
I mean, they seem...
you have at formal events. So when the 5 leaders all get together to basically discuss and talk politics and stuff, which you went to at least one of those meetings, if you remember. It all happens outside Hammerwind.
Okay.
So what happens outside Hammerwind, they set up the tents and the pavilions and stuff outside Hammerwind itself, outside the main wall, and the High Octar oversees, or the High Arbiter, sorry, oversees security. other than the fact that, you have 15 individuals who are more than capable of destroying anyone who comes close to them unauthorized. But, that aside... yeah.
Ah, okay. Right. Okay. Cool. Well, I've probably met him, like, glancing visit, but it was a very long time ago, and I was younger.
Gotcha. I mean, your name seems to carry a lot more weight than you give yourself credit for.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, the fleet hooves are quite important, but I don't want to rely on the fleet hoof name. This is
I respect
something
that.
I need to do.
Hey, 100%. If anybody can, it's you.
Thanks. Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I feel severely underdressed for this. I mean, look at this place. Holy shit.
It's really simplistic in the main hall. It's just a circular chamber with a desk in the middle.
Damn, this place is like luster as fuck.
It lacks furniture. It is very. It is the definition of clinical. It is basically just
gotcha.
a desk, the person working it, and then archways that seem to either lead elsewhere or act as ways of transportation, either objects or people.
But there's no corners of despair, there's no gutters and no puddles, so I guess step up from what we've been doing for the last couple of months.
Truth. This may as well be a palace in Mortar's opinion. Like, he's looking at this place going, holy fuck, this place is big.
And you know what? You can't hide assassins in the corners because there are no corners. It's round.
Gotcha, bitch.
Power move.
Honestly.
As you head through the archway, the almost this like transitioning from getting out of bed. It's a little bit almost there is this sudden shift in temperature, very much so, and kind of the shift in comfort, but a necessary one as you step out and into a new environment through the archway. Unlike Zaker's, where it very much had the nature of you weren't going to a connected chamber, it has that vibe, but the transition seems more, I wouldn't say seamless, but it's a slightly different experience. There is a similarity here within the technology that is being used, but you gather that, since Zaker's closed itself off, you have had about 500 years to regain some of the technology, so that's a positive. As
magic finds a way.
Yeah. As you step through, you enter into what looks to be, again, kind of a stone-walled chamber. Simple arches that let a little bit of light through with kind of a metal railing along the side that would allow you to kind of stand at the edge and look out. What look to be wooden shutters and curtains as well, just kind of pulled open at this time as it's still kind of early evening. The sun streaming into this carpeted room where the walls are stone, the ceiling is stone, and there's these kind of low, not necessarily low as in you'll bang your head on them, but not held high chandeliers about the chamber itself. And you can see the sides of the chamber are otherwise kind of lined with bookshelves. There's a desk off to one side where you can see there's an individual currently sorting out papers and stuff. As they kind of look up, you see what looks to be a jellyfish triton. You can see that they are of a faded cyan, partially transparent. You can see that the hair that an individual might have is replaced with otherwise these kind of thick, saggy strands of jelly hair, and otherwise kind of hanging in various sections, lightly turning pink in comparison at the kind of very tips of the hair itself. You can see that he has these very beady red eyes that immediately lock onto you as you enter into here. And as he notes your presence, he otherwise stands, does kind of a curt bow, and is wearing a robe which looks creased. and very informal. But on further inspection and further glance, you note that it's more in the design as if hundreds of mermaids' purses have been knitted together. And so it has kind of that little bit of a lumpy texture to it as he takes a step out and goes, "Welcome. You must be Ellie Fleethoof."
Yeah.
"It is a pleasure to meet you. And you are just Mortar."
No.
Yeah, Mortar without. Yeah, drop the just. Drop the just.
So just, in quotations, Mortar. Understood.
Mortar just under his breath, like, motherfucker. But he's holding himself back from saying anything because you don't want to fuck this up.
I am Lizato. I am the direct administrator, directly under the High Arbiter, who will see you soon. Please feel free to wait. Help yourself to any water from the canteen, should you need any. And I hope that the matter in question isn't too serious to warrant such a figure such as yourself coming directly to us. If you wish to discuss anything, I can do so. I also hold any records that happen throughout any conversations or anything that happens throughout the city, so if there's anything you need to know, I am the person to ask. Now, Vinny.
Okay.
Did you mention that you had met this individual when the party was all together back at yours, or your mum's? Because I believe there was something mentioned that
I don't remember.
you worked with someone here?
This was Lizato, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe I mentioned offhandedly that he owed me a favor for making.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I don't remember you saying his name. I remember the favor thing.
So yeah, I'll say, Ellie, you remember offhandedly that Vinny had mentioned this individual as they've kind of introduced themselves. An individual of stature, administration, and potential power, but doesn't look like the individual is of a combat skill. You can tell that they can cast minor magics, so they are able to kind of manipulate objects, move them around, typical cantrip style things, or first or second level spells. Nothing particularly strenuous or powerful in any regard. If you were to fight them, any of you would probably win hands down, even if you were unarmed. They don't look like they're a dangerous individual by any accounts, but they are an accountant, so they'll win if you challenge them to intellect.
I think in terms of looking at this guy and kind of with the experiences that the Sons of Silver have basically kind of put us through, Mortar's very much of the mind that appearances are very much deceiving when it comes down to this particular foe. Could I potentially insight this guy? Yeah. Specifically, the thing that triggers this for him, for Mortar, is you mentioned that the robes he was wearing were looking like creased. So in Mortar's mind, that could suggest. Oh, the pattern looks creased, not his actual clothes.
No. So do you know Mermaid's Purse? You know what they are, like the bits of seaweed?
Not massively, no.
Basically, they're kind of Mermaid's Purses are named
are they like a kelp
for
or
shark eggs. So they're the ones that look like seaweed.
That's really cool.
Kelp. They look like seaweed, and they're kind of oval with pointed tips to them, and the almost like
that's sick.
Yeah, hold on.
That's really cool.
Unless somebody else is on it.
I think regardless, I would like to just make sure, because this guy,
you've probably seen
again, it's been mentioned that the Sons of Silver are in positions of power as well, and while they might not necessarily be directly at the top, I just want to get a vibe as to this guy, as to whether or not he's fully on the level. And if maybe there's a little more to him.
Yeah. So Mermaid's Purse is effectively forbidden ravioli.
It's
the best way of looking at it. But yeah, that's
ravioli.
Yeah, so it looks kind of like a face hugger now that I look at it. But
awesome.
If you were to,
now I definitely go inside this guy.
Yeah. So this is what they look like when they have the shark egg inside. So when the case is empty, and it's kind of when you've kind of taken the bits of it. It's been made in the pattern
Whoa.
of these mermaid purses. So
That is sick.
So the creased nature of it is that it's just patterned like that.
It's not like he's killed someone and taken their clothes.
No.
Creased.
It's very much
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, it's very much the intentional design, and the pattern of it looks creased because of the way that it's kind of lumpy in places where it's all aligned.
Oh, okay. I'm with you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just want to get a vibe as to whether or not this guy's on the level. Am I right to roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Roll
+5 to insight. Ooh, that's an 8 total.
Okay. The person seems transparent, but at the same time, could be a ruse. You aren't certain. But
yeah, 100%.
it's not necessarily
No
a matter
worries.
of you trust them. It's just a matter of you don't distrust them at this moment.
It's more I don't see them as a threat.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, awesome. Great. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I've actually got a question. I have 2 elementals and a dragon.
Impressive.
Do I need a permit?
In the city, yes, you would need a permit.
Does the Fleet Hoof name not get some kind of special advancement on that permit?
But it also makes you a target. If there's any individuals who would like to take out or snuff out the heir of the Fleet Hoofs, that will very much put you're basically putting a target on your head. So it's better just to have a permit and then have the officials know who you are. Hold on. And he otherwise goes over, rifles through a bit of paperwork before kind of taking one out and going, if you just fill out the form, we'll waiver the fee, just fill in the details, and we'll get you the necessary ones. How many did you say you had?
Well, I could have 2 elementals out at a time and a dragon, but I technically have 4 elementals and a dragon.
That'll be fine. So once you've filled out the information, I will give you a number of these, and they otherwise kind of reach into a small box and pull out what look to be almost like award rosaries or award rosettes. You know, the ones at like dog shows and stuff.
Yeah.
If you put these on display on each of your elementals or dragon, then that'll note to the guards that you have a permit, that you are allowed here. The colour denotes whether it is up to date according with our code. So long as you've got it, you shouldn't be interrupted in that regard. Given the nature of your physicality, if you would like anyone to escort you around the city, you're more than welcome to ask. And we can even have individuals otherwise wait in the limb in case you should need any assistance. I imagine getting here has been troubling given the nature of your condition?
Well, we kind of just teleported here, and then
Oh, well,
the guards followed us. Oh, I'm a caster, if you hadn't guessed.
I picked up you're a caster, but I don't know why I expect anything less. You are the granddaughter of Thamar.
Yeah. I don't know. But it wasn't too bad, and 2 guards that followed us didn't cause us problems. They were just checking on the welfare of what was going on and making sure there's no problems. And
That's good.
they're downstairs still.
I'll have them reassigned to personally make sure everything is okay and that you are safe while you're within the city. You can call upon them should you need to. And yes, well, we'll get you in touch with the High Arbiter in just a moment. So yes, please fill out the form and I'll get all the details sorted while you're in discussion.
Okay, I will go and start filling out the form.
Just before you start, Mortar's kind of sitting next to you, and he's just going to put a hand on your hand with the pen in it, and just double check what you're signing first. I don't know. Call me paranoid or whatever, but I don't want to take any chances. Not with Not with these guys. These guys are professional killers.
Ellie was just completely like, oh yeah, I just feel this, and then like, nods.
Yeah.
Yes, that's actually really smart. Okay, I'll read through the thing, make sure it's not like I signed to be obliterated by a power word kill.
Yep, that's fine.
Or to
Ellie...
or to unwillingly sign a pact.
Yeah.
Of like something.
Ellie, go ahead and make me an investigation check, and Mortar, make me a stealth check, given that you did mention, even if it was under a hushed tone, the nature of professional killers.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm with you. No worries.
Just so
Investigation, that's like
yeah.
plus 10.
Oh, shit. Okay.
28.
28.
Hell
You look over this piece of paper thoroughly, and there is fine print, but you can read this fine print. And as you're looking over the details...
21.
Nice. As you're looking over the details of this, Ellie, you see the different layers of this, the otherwise the margins to it, the way that this has been put together. It is very well done. It is not by any means a contract to becoming a warlock to a patron. It is an administration form so that they can have your registered information, including where to otherwise send a letter for renewal. So you're gonna have to write your address wherever that is. Yep. Just puts the whole city.
Well, my dad's... All right, Granddad's mansion, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Are we sure we want to be giving out our loved ones' information? I mean, if these guys are... I mean, again, call me paranoid. If these guys are as skilled and as high up in the chain as they say, they could probably access these. And we're just giving them more ammunition. But you do what you gotta do.
Most people in the Beastlands would know where your grandfather lives, to be fair. They'd also know that trying to assault an underground fortress is going to be a death sentence. Especially
you don't really
given
like the granddad anyway.
That is true. I have a personal gripe against this guy.
Just thinking, it's like, honestly, if they get information from my granddad, good luck to them.
Or shudders.
I mean, he's not there most of the time anyway.
No.
It's more of a leisure home than an actual house.
They've got to get through, Hearn before they can even get to him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that is true. You do what you got to do.
But yeah. So you fill out the form. It's easy enough for you. It's well maintained, well ordered, well structured. You note that I'll say with that high investigation check, there's a little bit of dust on this. No one has asked for a summon permit in quite some time. You can probably imagine why, given the high level of the magic, but permits are still needed in times when it becomes relevant. But there's less dust than you would have thought, which means it's either well maintained or someone has asked for one in the past 4 years. You otherwise fill out the information as needed, hand it back, and shortly after, while you are waiting kind of in the area here, you can kind of see the shadows beginning to be cast as the time is moving on and is moving into the late evening. As the doors open and the High Arbiter otherwise looks out, you see this very large, broad-shouldered Minotaur. You can see that he has what looks to be kind of this dark black fur with thick grey and silver lines along the chin and around the horns, where you can see the horns are otherwise... they mainly hook directly upwards, very similar to Romulus's. And you can see he wears a set of what looks to be almost ornamental armour on the exterior, with a kind of a simple padding underneath, as he otherwise looks out and gestures for you all to come in. Do come in! As he takes a step in, you get a better look at his office. You see fairly simple, much like the room downstairs. This one, however, being carpeted, you can see that there is A simple, very nice wooden desk with bits of paper on, different ornaments and trinkets. What looks to be a display cabinet with different weapons of different makes, by the looks of it. And then a weapon rack next to that, which has more weapons on it. And you note that some of them look very foreign in the make for them. And being the High Arbiter and the head of security in the city, you imagine that these are probably contraband that have been taken. As you're looking over them, you can see that they are of different makes, different designs, of many different styles, some which look magical in nature, and are just on display here. You also see what looks to be a large halberd that is just kind of against a resting suit of armor that is at the back, which you imagine by the looks of the size and the shape of it, this is his personal set if he were to ever be called to duty.
Damn.
Checks out.
As he kind of
Beautiful piece.
he gestures to the seats for each of you. One is, by the looks of it, it's been brought in and is of roughly your size. Mortar, maybe slightly larger, something that might accompany maybe a smaller Minotaur individual. Meanwhile, for Ellie, you have a beam chair, so you basically walk over the top and then just sit down on top of it.
Fuck, the Sons of Silver know our measurements.
Oh no! Next they're going to be making new outfits!
Abort!
God, they know our chair size. What else do they know? Damn.
Please put in your security number, social security number, and your mum's maiden name in the details here.
Mortar just starts writing it. Mortar just starts writing scribbles in the black book. He's like, come on. Sorry, continue.
So, you wanted to talk directly with me, and given your stature and nature, and the fact that you seem to be a little bit on edge, I'm guessing it's something rather important, and something that you wouldn't bring to my clerks.
Okay. I'm going to take my headphones off to start with, just so not being rude, because obviously, he's sitting with headphones on, could be.
My apologies. I assumed you may have known who I am. I am High Arbiter Octi Greyhoof.
I've met him. I remember this guy. Huh. Hi. So, long time no see. But anyway, distractions. So we've come here. Something happened, and a lord got harmed in the process. But we found out that he's working for the Sons of Silver. I don't know if you know who they are.
It's not a name I'm familiar with.
They're
Inside that motherfucker. Inside that motherfucker.
Ellie wouldn't even think to. She's just like, alright, okay.
Oh, you better believe I'm inciting that shit. Come on.
That's fine, you're my eyes, so fucking never going well, so maybe you're not my eyes.
A 9?
Yeah. He doesn't know.
I will say with this, either he's a very good liar, or maybe he's been told the information and forgotten. Whatever the case may be.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Whatever the case may be, he doesn't know who they are, and it's very much the look
Further analysis is required.
It's very much the look of, okay, sure, this is the first time I'm hearing this name. Better take it in.
Okay.
I'm probably going to need to remember this at some point in the future.
So I don't immediately believe that he doesn't know. I just think he may have forgotten.
Yes, quite possibly.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, there's very much the for anyone who's worked a job with a boss, when the boss says like, "Oh, can you do this?" and you're like, "What's that? I've never heard of this before. How am I doing this?"
Oh,
it's that kind of look, and the look of, okay, sure, I'll listen and pretend I know what you're talking about.
It's like the look that Mortar gives the party whenever he says no killing anyone.
Yes, exactly. Perfect. Your insight should have been much higher. Yes, it's exactly like that.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I know that look well. Go on.
Okay.
So, they're a closest way to describe them is they're a cult. But they aren't averse from hiring assassins. They have manipulated and wormed their way into lives of people with power. Which is why I wanted to speak to you directly.
Understood.
What happened was the Lord has been taken out. He was working for the Sons of Silver. We were informed that if something happens to him, then someone in your city, will have a hit put on them.
Understood. Do you know the name or whereabouts or or current status of the individual that is the suspected hit?
Yeah, it's Carol. Vinny's
Mortar will. Oh, damn it! Mortar was very much about to just kind of like put a hand on your shoulder and just go. You understand that kind of information holds a lot of weight with what we're coming to you with. We're going to need some kind of guarantee that there's no, I don't know, nothing offhanded going on here.
Well, first off, I do know. I guess I'll say roll initiative, you two, as the determined of whether this counts or whether.
I was definitely trying to jump in, but I think maybe I must have lagged a little bit. That's okay.
That's okay.
Let me see what we get. Yeah, it's all good.
If we're going that is initiative, I rolled a 1. You beat me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So in this moment,
hell
you go.
15.
Ellie goes to say it, and you kind of put your hand on Ellie's shoulder, just kind of interrupt her before saying this, and just goes, "Well, for one, if I'm the head of security within the city, hopefully that would be insurance enough, because otherwise, I assume she'd probably be dead or arrested by now. Not she. They haven't been.
Regardless,
if whoever
I might not be
is the hit,
yeah.
I don't know any of this information. I'm the one in charge here. I've worked with AMR Fleethoof for 20 odd years. No, longer. Oh, getting old. 30 years now.
I feel like as a head of security of an entire city, you understand the importance of information.
Yes.
And this information is very dear to a dear friend of ours, and we want some kind of guarantee that there's no deception afoot. Is there any way that you can make that happen?
He thinks for a moment. Can't think of anything. Most of the time, people just trust me because I'm the High Arbiter.
Yeah.
And I've known Ellie here since she came to the first meetings.
As you can tell, it pays to be prudent in these kinds of situations, and I'm not usually one for. So.
I understand, and I understand entirely where you're coming from. I'm just trying to think: is there a way to show who I am? I mean,
how about
I can put on my armor if you want. Show that it fits.
No.
I hope it does. Roll me an insight check with advantage.
See if his armor fits.
With advantage here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, damn, I've rolled 2 4 so far. Oh, okay. It continues. That is a 13.
13. You get there's a sense of he's never had to prove who he is before in quite some time.
Yeah.
And he's kind of just sat here thinking about how would I prove that I am who I am. And his first thought went to, I can put my armor on. Which makes you feel like if he is a Son of Silver, he's not a very intelligent one. As much as he's probably a high-profile investigator and head of security, he's not thinking like a cult member. He's thinking like someone who's here to do his job. At the same time, I'll say with that 13 you said it was? Or was it 12?
Yeah.
13.
13.
Yeah. With that
Makes all the
13,
difference.
you can. In this instance, it does for his role. You.
Oh shit.
You otherwise note that there's not necessarily. He's very much keeping himself composed. He is slightly offended that you came to him and then proceeded to ask him to identify who he was. And if you didn't have Ellie with you, he probably would have had you put in the stocks, because this is it's a stupid
The
question.
good old
to
Fleet
ask.
Hoof name.
Yeah, and he's very
God
much.
damn it.
It's very much a matter of going to a professional and being like, prove who you are, and they're like, what? What do you want to see? My diploma? So
yeah, I think the angle Mortar was going for was the fact that these guys are no joke, and we have been messed with them very much, and I think that he's very much in the mindset of these guys are capable of getting anywhere, and Mortar doesn't even know how this guy would prove that he's not, but he's trying to weed out and he's trying to see this guy's reactions to his probing.
Yeah.
To basically see, almost testing his mental fortitude a little bit to see kind of if there are any cracks or anything he can exploit. But I think, like you said, upon kind of noting this guy seems pretty simple, powerful but simple. I think Mortar will just kind of sit back in his chair and just I think he'll just sit back and just kind of watch and just go, don't worry about it for now. I'll think of something.
Do you have any magic, Ellie, that you could do? I don't know much about magic. That's usually my. It's my.
Do you have
attendant's job?
the ability to make him? Yeah.
Ellie's like,
Do you have the ability that you can tell the truth?
You know, at the moment, no. And on top of that, my magic has a tendency to sometimes explode.
That is true.
Which I don't think would be good here.
Well, you have my permission if you need to
I don't have
cast any
anything either.
magic. If anything blows up, then it's all insured. Except for the weapons. They'll be fine.
Sorry, Ellie.
No, I don't.
Go on,
No, I
Ellie.
don't.
You have detect thoughts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you also have the ones from Sitchania as well.
The most slept-on spell in this campaign. Come on.
You say slept on.
trying
The party's used it so much, and the one moment it's like, it's useful here. I don't have anything.
I know. It makes me so mad. I love the spell.
My brain was, I was like, oh no, I've used it already because I used it to try and find Mortar, and I'm like, actually,
Oh,
no, I've got
respect.
more charges, haven't I, since
Yeah.
leveled up?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, I'll use detect thoughts. Think back to when we first met.
Okay. And as you begin to kind of look through the surface thoughts, there you can immediately kind of get the standing of he was on duty, he was the one dealing with the security of it all, the main meeting that took place. The first meeting for you was when the pavilions were being first put up and your grandfather summoned his elementals, which are you going to be probing deeper, or are you going to be?
I'm not. I'm just going surface. I don't want to pry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Ellie just kind of as she's has she said what spell she was gonna cast,
I'd say you see her
or
kind of look
portrayed
at,
it in any way.
You see that she looks down at Sitchania, who is currently kind of wrapped around her arm in this moment, and you know that Sitchania has a few spells that are useful for this sort of thing. So you know that there is some form of mind work at play here.
Okay. Mortar will just off kind of the cuff, just as he's kind of sitting there, will kind of just reposition slightly and just say just offhandedly the Sons of Silver, and see if that triggers a response to Ellie from this guy's surface thoughts, because me saying it should bring it to the front of his mind if he knows anything about them.
Okay. So you go through the general vision of when he first kind of met you, the meeting that happened not too long ago, honestly, about 2 years ago now. and when you were first introduced, how you got on well with the fur coats, how you knew you didn't get on so well with the shaggy manes, which was to be expected, and kind of noted your potential allegiances as well. You also note that there is a surface thought amongst that he knows the information that your mother and father are dead, but he does not know that you currently have their souls. So you know that it seemingly may become, it's at the very least high-profile individuals may have the information of what happened at Lotus Dawn Ruin, and that certain individuals are now passed away. As Sons of Silver gets mentioned, there's almost like a tiny fuzz, as if the words occurred and there's nothing to be found there, but he's trying to think of something about the Sons of Silver. If you
These guys can. I forgot. These guys can manipulate memories. I completely forgot. If he had any interaction with them, he can just wipe their mind. They can just wipe his mind. Damn.
If you'd like to probe deeper, you can.
That's so creepy.
I don't.
I know.
I don't want to.
Okay. Mortar will just look at Ellie for either confirmation or just any sign that this is going anywhere or not.
Well, he remembers me from when we first met, so
Okay.
I think it's genuine.
Okay. Mortar will just sit back and just let Ellie do her thing, and he'll just say, "Sorry for the questions."
No, it's quite alright. It's something that needs to happen. Honestly.
Yeah. You.
Sorry,
Understand.
I couldn't help with the Sons of Silver.
It's probably best. You don't hold too tight to that name, for the most part.
Okay.
It's comes with trouble.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. So the person is Carol. Is Vinny's mum. Vinny's mum. You wouldn't know Vinny's mum.
Gonna roll a.
Carol's
I
Swift
can't
Sail.
remember Swift Sail. I was gonna say I can't remember last name.
I'm amazed that I remembered that.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Swift Sail. I recognize that name. Couldn't tell you where she was, Miss Carol.
You have a map?
I couldn't tell you much about birds either, but yes. And he looks over, and you see he takes what looks to be takes like this scroll case off of one of the display cabinets, kind of opens it up, and just kind of pulls out this map of Hammerwind, and just goes, "So we're here," and he points to kind of the western cliff line, and you point roughly.
I'll point roughly to where Carol's house is. So she lives around here.
Okay.
Our plan is that we're going to be transporting her to the Sunnyside Cafe, where she's going to be staying with a friend while we try and deal with this.
Okay. Do you need an escort, or are you trying to do it quietly?
We're going to do it quietly, so the use of magic to get there without being noticed.
Understood. I'll make sure that the guards know to keep an eye but not interfere. Just the ones that you came with today.
Okay. But there may be a point where if we do come across them, a potential fight might break out. I hope it doesn't, but the world that we live in, I guess.
I mean, could there be a means of communicating with you if a fight were to break out that maybe you could provide for us in emergencies?
If Ellie here has means of talking over long distances, much like your grandfather does, then
Oh
yes. Otherwise,
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
otherwise, the guards that I'll send with you, I'll make sure that they have explicit notice that they are on a secret mission.
Okay.
There, you see that there is a thought there. You've still got the detect thoughts up at this point. He doesn't know necessarily what spell you've cast. So you do pick up on the fact that he does suddenly have the thought of, what if the two guards are working for the Sons of Silver and they're just trying to locate the person you're protecting?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this sudden, like, almost... He goes from the very panicked trying to prove who he was to the immediate investigator in him comes out, and he's beginning to piece all of the paranoid pieces together and trying to figure out how to handle this.
I'll look at Ellie and just say, is it worth bringing up any of their capabilities so that the forces here can be prepared in case something does happen?
Okay. So we've had a couple of run-ins with them. One, they mentally manipulated civilians and disguised them assassins to try and kill us in our sleep.
See.
They are not above using women and children. So if something like that does come up, probably want to subdue rather than kill. They might not be
Not the women and children.
assassins.
Don't worry, we
much
said
as-
subdue.
As much as innocent people caught up in this somehow.
Understood.
They also have a way of erasing memories of them from people.
Well, that doesn't help
Which
if
is-
I've met them.
Yeah, that's part of what I was looking for.
You see that there's an immediate moment where his thoughts just go, where he repeats the word Sons of Silver 3 times over in his head as if trying to prompt something to spawn into existence. Nothing happens.
Relax. If they don't
But-
want you to see them, you won't see them.
Well,
But knowing that they have these powers of mental manipulation and the ability to modify memories to an extent, is there, I mean, as the head security guy in charge, do you have any means of protecting your men who may get caught in the crossfire with some things that guard against mental magic?
we have, yes.
Or I have a proposition, if I may, Ellie. I have an idea.
Yeah?
Would you be able to provide us with the means of potentially guarding our minds? Since we will most likely be dealing with them directly. And then what we can do in exchange, if you need us to either make some kind of pact that we'll return the items when they're done, or
Pact is a strong word.
we can make
Contract would be
well,
what I would use.
I was thinking more something magically binding in case you didn't trust us, but if you're happy with just a contract, then...
Look, you're Ellie Fleethoof, and, you have the identification that you are who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a magical signature, which means that either you're very good at forging that signature, or you are who you are. I recognize you. You've changed a lot, but I recognize you, and you have the proper identification. I would trust that if anything were to go amiss, it would show up eventually.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very valid.
And worst case scenario, I can send the bill to your grandfather, and then I'm sure he'll sort it out from there. But then you'll have to deal with him instead of me.
Everything is returned. Everything has to be returned.
It's like like the head librarian being your mum. It's like, oh no,
Yeah,
gotta return the book intact.
I don't want to have to deal with that.
It's only a temporary measure. It's more just to hopefully mean that we can actually retain some of the information we gather if an encounter does break out. Vinny,
when are you planning to do this
the
move?
companion. Honestly, Ellie, you got a time frame?
But
You got a time frame that you?
We're gonna have
Yeah.
to take a long rest because I can only cast that spell once a day. So probably first thing in the morning tomorrow.
I can potentially get them here in time for that. Okay. I have someone who might be able to help with everything, but I'll need to get in contact with them. I don't know what state they're
These
currently
guys-
in. They might not be sober.
These guys are assassins. They're not going to let us. They're not going to let us wait. If they do have a means of, not saying that you, High Arbiter, are necessarily the source of any leakage potentially of information, but if they do have a means of watching our conversation right now, and maybe it's worth switching our tactics up a little bit. And Mortar will cast Sending to the High Arbiter.
Okay.
And he's going to say, instead of waiting until tomorrow, can you ensure that the gear gets to where was it that we were going? Where is it that we're resting presently for the long rest?
As a stand at Carol's. If we're gonna
At
use
Carol's, okay.
the Dome of Forever.
Carol, Swift Sail's house.
The gear I probably can't get to you. If I do, I only have one set of. So I might be able to get that to you immediately. The individual in question
Okay.
can meet you in the morning by the door. Provided he's sober.
Get that, yeah, and Mortar will just kind of say, the one piece that you can do. He's being deliberately vague because now he has to speak out loud.
Yeah. Understood. I can do that. I'll get that all arranged. I will. I'll have the guards escort you back. I'll have a runner bring the equipment for tomorrow morning. And
I was actually, I'll look to Ellie and just say I was actually hoping to stop off somewhere. I don't know if it's the most lawful. Well, I don't know if there is such a place in this town, but
look, there's a reason
I was
I have
hoping to
to
stop off
arrest
to-
smugglers. Just so long as you're not going to do
Yeah.
anything illegal, then
I
you're
was
fine.
no. I was just hoping to go for a drink. That's all.
Oh,
Just try to find the grottiest place that I can and just drink away my problems a little bit.
You're looking for grotty?
Yeah, as
Uh,
grotty as you can give.
place which is constantly hot with activity for, but he does in quotations, grotty, would be the Siren Song. Might be worth
Perfect.
not taking Ellie there. She's a bit young for that establishment.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So
yeah.
It's up to you. I mean, I would again rather not, but because I think Romulus would kill me.
Again, boy, he doesn't know.
I do love not telling Romulus things. Yeah. All right. Fuck it. Let's do it. I mean, let's do it.
Go.
Okay. The High Arbiter at this moment kind of looks to you both and goes, as a general note, he otherwise taps the side of his head, hoping that you'll send him ascending.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I was gonna say I'm out. I'm out standing now.
I
No.
will. How many spell points have I got? I've got 27. I've definitely got enough to send ascending. I will send a sending.
Roll wild magic
Send
for
a
one.
Send a sending. Set off a
Okay.
nuke in his office.
Yeah, there might be a nuke in his office. There's a nuke in his office.
Shit.
There's a nuke in his office!
Okay.
He said it. He
Wild
said
magic.
everything's insured. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see what happens. 77.
Well, it's not a nuke because that's 8.
What if it's a super nuke?
Nothing happens.
He turns
because
into
you're
a pocket
immune.
plant.
Nothing happens because you're immune to this one. So it happens to Mortar instead. You watch as in this moment, as you cast Sending, the High Arbiter looks at you, and while this message is going on, Mortar, something very strange happens. 1 minute you're there thinking about this grotty tavern, drinking this downright awful ale, maybe some just table snacks, and the next minute you're thinking about hay as you're polymorphed into a sheep.
Oh,
You've never seen a sheep looking so contemplative about hay. He's looking up wistfully, just at the ceiling, just slightly miming chewing, just going, slapping his lips together just while he's sitting there, just completely oblivious to what is now going on.
Yep.
please tell me, is this sheep missing a leg?
I don't know.
Well, it's missing 2 legs, so.
Yeah. To be
Oh,
fair,
yeah, never mind.
that would be...
Yep, you know what?
Oh my
My
God,
bad.
it
I'm an
falls
idiot.
straight over.
I'm sat on a chair. That's a sheep.
That's
How
true.
is that the craziest thing that's happened today?
So, what do you say to the High Arbiter?
Bah.
No, not you. Through the Sending.
Did you have something you wanted to say? Why?
I was hoping to say it to Mortar, but it's probably
Bah.
best you
Little
don't
sheepish at the
go
moment.
to the Siren Song. If you're going to go somewhere else, try one of the other bars nearby. The Siren Song isn't necessarily just a bar.
Oh, hell yes. We go see some strippers.
She's instantly gone
Sheep
to,
Mortar's
it's
just
a
like,
restaurant
hell
as
yeah.
well.
Mortar's just there like, yeah, hey, strippers.
Okay. That's fine. We'll go to somewhere that isn't there.
Okay.
Mortar looks incredulously as a sheep at Ellie.
You now notice that Mortar has been polymorphed into a sheep.
I guess I will take my sheep and this happens more often than it really should.
Can you
honestly.
do that with Carol? Would that be an easier way to move her?
Honestly, there's a very small percentage chance that she'll be turned into a sheep, and there's an equal percentage chance that she goes kaboom.
Does that mean you need anything in particular to prevent that? I don't have anything that'll help versus wild magic, but, you know, some form of healing stuff.
As long as I don't... No, I have no control over it. This is wild magic. It does what it wants.
Very
I
well.
mean, my magic kind of got a bit chaotic since I became chaotic.
Fair enough. Well, I will get everything arranged as accordingly. 2 of you rest up and enjoy your time as a sheep. I'll get that all sorted.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix this.
Sheep Mortar stands on his 2 legs, which is hilarious.
It's just like Shaun the
Because one of
Sheep.
them is in the front, the other is in the back. So he's
Yep.
doing this weird, almost clop style of movement to leave this office.
I like to think from in this moment, from the perspective of Lazzato, the door opens, he turns to look, and the sheep just hobbles, dragging itself out. It's just like, just so confused.
As I walk out, you thought I was the weirdest thing you were going to see today. Come on.
This feels like the start of a bad joke.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I don't know how to fix him.
Do you need me to get that?
That's what, the sheep? This is Mortar. It's just...
Oh no, I meant with dealing with the magic of it.
How do I fix it? Is it dispel it, or just dispel it?
Yeah, that should work.
I don't have dispel.
I do.
Oh, could you dispel it, please?
Okay. He's going to attempt to. This is a 4th level spell. Hey, he did it.
Hell yeah.
As Mortar, in that moment, you're like, yes, hay. It'll be good to get some hay in me and have a nice little kip under the stars. And then all of a sudden it's like...
Sheep Mortar is chewing up the carpet. So Mortar polymorphs back. His mouth is full of this, like, frayed carpet. And he's like...
You good, buddy?
Yeah, that was educational. Why do I feel just as intelligent as a sheep? That was sobering.
And just sort of like...
Anyway.
No statement.
So, Siren Song, yeah?
No, we're gonna go somewhere else. You can still have your drink, but... I'm gonna come with you.
Oh, gotcha.
We'll
Right.
go to the nearest bar that isn't Siren Song.
Okay.
Okay.
You can have your adult drink.
The two of you leave the tower. You head back out, the guards going with you, as you begin to make your way towards a nearby, grotty to a certain degree, tavern of some form that isn't the Siren Song brothel. As you... Yeah. Look, you said grotty, and then when Ellie was like, I'll go with, it's like, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't have pointed them in that direction.
Abort!
The only one that had to send in, Ellie.
Yeah. You find a nearby bar. We'll get back to you next session. For now,
Hell yeah.
I guess Kirv or Vinny, is there anything you would like to do before we potentially round out the session?
There is. I need to talk to Mum about anything she might know that might be pertinent. In particular, I was going to ask about new, like any neighbours that might have moved in over the last year or so.
Okay.
Or houses that may have been left empty. However, given the time, do you mind if we leave that until next time?
Yeah, that works fine for me.
If we make that like the first thing that we do or something.
Yeah, don't let me forget, because it is actually important.
I'll write it in my session introduction notes.
Yeah.
I will make a note of that here.
Ellie, Jamie, could I get some art of at some point of Mortar, a sheep Mortar, or Rain actually, like anybody throw it into the universe.
Just an MS
Give
Paint.
me your power.
MS Paint. You'll be fine.
Hell yeah! Anyone who's watching.
Last year, so
The
any
powers that
new
be.
neighbours in the last year and abandoned buildings.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Okay. So that's on the docket of that. And Kirv, is there anything in particular that you might want to address or deal with next session?
I think Kirv is good for now.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So with our adventurers otherwise getting a little bit of help and assistance where they can, while proceeding to take steps in the right direction. You begin to make plans and prepare, as a rest is much needed, but similarly, a threat perhaps is moving nearby, one that may soon come to pass. So, for the stream, thank you for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you not next week, because next week we have a week off, as we are missing 2 of our members because it is con, but we will be back again on the 1st of February. And
Good shit.
we'll be carrying on from there. So, see you in a couple of weeks. Bye!
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey.